My name is RJ LaValle, and this is the ShipKeeper's Log. My boots are too big. I guess that's the 2 reasons. Basin is all frozen. Ice heaters are still working. But I'm nervous as heck because Noah Thomas, who's one of the shipwrights down here at Mystic Seaport, was kind enough to check in on the boat this weekend and found all this water coming into the engine room bilge. Something that I had noticed even on Thursday and Friday, but then again we've also had a lot of rain. Rain is actually kind of slips through that junction between the main mast and the cover. So let's go on board and see what that looks like. Well, since I'm worried about what's down below, I figure I might as well take care of everything else and work my way backwards. Already looked in the forepeak and put a fan on there, so we're getting good ventilation down in the forepeak finally. Already went down in the forecastle, and there were actually, it took 12 manual pumps to empty that bilge, so that puts things in a different perspective for me. There's water that slips down the mast and gets through past the mast boot, which is down there, that little white piece. It's actually canvas covering an old tire inner tube that's wrapped around trying to stop water from going down below. Already went down in the salon, down through here, and same thing as noted, water traveling down through here. My suspicion is I know we have leaks in the deck here. That's not snow, that's actually borate. And we've already reefed that seam. Same as what we were doing before the last video. We've reefed out that seam because we know that's a problem spot, and I know we need to reef that seam there. Again, covered in borate, not snow. And already reefed this seam, covered in borate, not snow. And I'm going to clean that out and hopefully re-reef that soon. But my worry is that tons of water was coming through here. If as said before, little tiny cracks are going to allow tons of water through, imagine what the big ones are. I'm really excited. I get to cut those sweet nails off today, flush, in preparation to get the everything rebedded this week. So, pardon me, I'll go down below. I'll bring you guys down below too, see what we find in the bilge in the engine room. Yes, this moves out of the way. I don't have anything to tie it up with right now. What I'm trying to do... Whoa, that was close. What I'm trying to do... I need to check what's in here. So, I pull this off. Basically every little panel down here comes off. And then we look inside. Cross my fingers. Oh my goodness, that is brilliant. Yes, there's some leakage, so I'm gonna have to climb in there today and figure that out. But under there, we see where those big bolts are. That was covered in 1.5 inches of water after the end of every single day, just very recently. So this makes me very, very happy. So, time to manually pump out that bilge. The colder it is, the more resistance there is. It actually gives a pretty decent amount of resistance even this summer. It's just a lot easier to do it this way. First couple of pumps really don't get anything. It's priming the pump. Oh. Hear that noise? It's already empty. And no, I didn't pump this before. So that means this is empty from last time that my friend Noah came by and did this yesterday. Now, it's either because everything's frozen solid, because everything's so freaking cold outside right now, or whatever leak there was resolved itself, which means the likely culprit is all of that rainwater. Well, we'll find out later this week since it's supposed to rain again. And it's supposed to get warm. So when it gets really warm, check back on this. The same day that we're going to be rebedding the stuff in the deck, we can come back and check here to see if anything has melted and started the cascading of the leaking again. Yoo-hoo! Now what do? Check the aft bilge, make sure that it's doing okay, and then write all of these entries into the logbook. Well, here we are in the captain's cabin. Oy. I never showed you that there's a manual bilge pump here. Let me give you a close-up on it. See this? That's the manual bilge pump. We have one of these in the salon, in the forecastle, and here, and in the engine room. It allows us to take care of this when the engines are decommissioned, meaning not running. Because the engines, we can use pumps on the engines to get all the water out of the bilges. And we're a wooden boat, so we make water, as the lovely euphemism says. Instead of saying we're leaking and slowly sinking, we make water. So I'm going to pump this a couple times and see how many pumps it takes us to empty this bilge. Pretty awesome. I'm really happy that it only took 12 pumps. I think maybe it was 10 before I actually started hearing some sucking noise from down below. So now it's time to put it in the logbook and move on with the rest of the day. Alright, so that's about it. Time to get on with the rest of the day. Gotta go actually climb back down in that engine room bilge. I'll put some tie back on so I don't get totally grimy. There are oil absorbing pads and things that we keep in the bilge, particularly in the engine room, to keep that material from going overboard or getting into the water system. So I've got to clean that stuff out today. It's been a long time in coming. It's been a couple months since I've addressed that stuff, so that's got to get done. And while I'm down there, I'll actually put a headlamp on and double check if there are no other leaks, or see if I can see some little trickles. There's still something that's going on down there that I'm not particularly happy with. So we'll check that out. Otherwise, see you next time on the ShipKeeper's Log.